Hi, I'm Captain Frank Castle, and in today's video, we're going to go over our MDT and the basic functions of it. So to activate our MDT and bring it up, we're going to flex our delete muscle. It's going to bring us up to this main page here, the dashboard. Over here you can see we have several different categories. You have dashboard, profiles, incidents, reports, bolos, roster, DMV, and staff logs. Don't worry about staff logs and the roster. I wouldn't worry about that right now either. Your FTOs can go into more detail about the roster, but right now it's not relevant for this. Anyways, starting with dashboard, right here you can see warrants. This shows you any active warrants that we have in city, the person's name, as well as the report number that it is linked to, the incident number it's linked to. So right here, 1181, if we go to incidents, and I know it looks daunting, but it's actually really, really simple. 1181, right here you can see Ron Nash. And then if you click on it, it will bring up that report. Okay? Excuse me. So going back to dashboard, right here in the center, you'll see bulletin board. This is going to show you basic bulletins that you might need to know. I would take a look at it every time you get into city for the first time. Take a look at it so you can be abreast on any current or new information. On the right side, shows you all active units in city. It doesn't show you whether on duty or off duty, but you can see how many police officers are in city, whether they're acting as police or not. It also shows you medics. I believe this is a medic here. If you right click on any one of these names, it'll bring this menu up. You can set a waypoint to them. You can set your radio to the same channel they're on, which it shows you their channel right here. This person's on channel 1. Me and Lieutenant Max Langham are both on channel 7.77. And right here you see toggle duty says. I wouldn't worry about set call sign. Right now we don't use that function in here. Toggle duty says is basically what it says. It's going to be your ability to go on duty or off duty. So you can now see in the upper right corner of my eyes here, you are now on duty. If I right click on anybody's name, Max Langham, I'm Frank Castle again. I right click on Max's name, toggle duty says, flex my escape muscle, you are now off duty. So we're going to flex your delete muscle and head back in. So that's how you go on duty and off duty. Okay, right click on any name in here, toggle duty status. Right here are your calls. So the last call we got was a while ago. It was fight in progress. Now if we right click on that, we can set our waypoint to that fight in progress. We can respond, which will put a number right here, how many units are responding to that call. Or you can detach, which will take yourself away from that call. This is basically self-dispatch. You're not required to do this right now, but in the future we might make that a requirement. If you get a 911 call, there's also another area on this menu where it says respond to call, where you can send them a message and say, hey, I'm responding to that call. Okay? Let's go down to profiles, and we're going to just take a look at a couple things in here. So right here, you can search any citizen's name. You can search first name, last name, or both. For this demonstration, we're going to search my name, Frank Castle. And it was already up, but either way. So you can see here, I have a driver's license, I have a weapons license, I do not own a business. This shows you my citizen ID, my first name, my last name, my date of birth, my profession, as well as the image that you see here. My fingerprint is currently not on file for whatever reason, it's just not. I've never been a criminal, so. Over here you can also see any vehicle that's attached. I have quite a few. Anyways, any citizen that you look up, it will show you what license they have, any vehicles they have, and their fingerprint will be right here. Any other useful information will be in here, whether it's armed and dangerous or any other information that we may want to give to another officer. Okay? Incidents, this is basically what it says it is. Okay? So the most recent one is this 1204. So you have your incident ID number right here, and then you have the arresting officer right here, and then you have a summary. So the person who was arrested is Clay Teller. The crime was bank robbery, and then the date is 6/10. So if we go in here, this is our incident body. Okay, this is the body of the incident. This is where you'll type in everything that happened in detail. Okay, this report is done very well by Miller Lite. So it has his date. It has whether or not the suspect pled guilty or not guilty. It has officers involved. There were 3: Miller Lite, S. Jose, and then M. Fox. He has a description of the event, and then the charges right here: bank robbery, attempted murder of an LEO times 4, felony evading, and possession of a Class 1 firearm. This has his time and fine. So the time was 175 months, but they gave him 55 months time served. His fine was $28,000. The vehicle he was in was a Cadillac CTS. Here's the license plate. He did not put whether it was impounded or if the vehicle was stolen. Right here we have fingerprint, and if I go to this person's ID, which you can do by clicking on, if we put the civilian's name here, Clay Teller, and then flex our enter muscle, if you click this, it'll bring in his profile. Clay Teller. So we're going to click on Clay Teller. See, his fingerprint is where it should be, okay? So let's go back to incidents. And that's another way to help you out. So you put your criminals involved here by pressing this plus button, and then you can put in their first and last name. But if you also put it in civilians involved here, you'll be able to click on it and it'll take you straight to their profile. Same thing if you want to put your officers involved down here as well. If we click on here, you have to click on these images individually, but these are evidence photos of the incident. Okay? Over here, it added up your fine and time. So for this, I'm going to go into right here where it says manage incident, and I'm going to hit the plus. So right here, we can fill this out. So this is a blank one. You want to fill every one of these sections out with as much detail as you can give. We're going to go to criminals involved, and I'm just going to put my name, F-R-A-N-K-C-A-S-T-L-E, Frank Castle. And then we're going to see, why did it not? There we go. Okay. So evidently there's a couple of me. Let's try our last name. So sometimes it's easier to search by last name than first name. Alright, C-A-S-T-L-E. Boom. Okay, there I am, right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to right click here in this box where it says Frank Castle, add charge. So you can just basically type in any charge you want and just click on it once and it will add it, okay? And then you click on it again and it will, or if you right click on it, it will take the charge away, okay? And then you want to put whether they pled, if they pled guilty, you want to click on this. If they didn't, leave it red. If they've been processed, click on this. If it's a warrant, click on this, etc. Once you add up all your charges and times, it'll be right here and it will show up a total amount. You can add multiple criminals onto one report. Anyways, moving on. DMV. This is basically if you want to search a vehicle. So you just go right here and you click a plate. Now, a good little trick we have with this MDT is our ability to make our screen transparent. So if you just take your cursor while you're clicked in here, highlight it over that banner at the top, it makes it transparent. So now you're able to see the plate that you're looking up. So you would just type in the plate number right here as you're looking at it and then hit the search bar. And then when the vehicle comes up, it will give you the name of the owner of the vehicle as well as the make, model of the vehicle itself. Okay? For now, that's going to be it for the MDT. That was just a basic entry-level example of the MDT. It has quite a bit more functions. Spend some time with it, get to know it, and replay this video as many times as you need to get to know the MDT. But again, thank you for watching, and have a good day.